Yo, what's popping? People, your boy Snacks is back in the building with another banger. And you know how we do before we get started. Go ahead and do your boy a solid and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and do not just hit the like button, man. Hit the subscribe button. And don't forget to click the post notification bell. Turn your post notification bell on so you'll know when your boy is going live or dropping heat just like this. You know what I'm talking about? And click that join button, man. Go join the member section. Because my videos go in the member section mostly before they go live on YouTube. So if you want to be one of the first or one of the few to get it and get your comments in before it even get to the regular people, do your thug thistle. But you know how we get down, man. We doing what we've been doing since all of this started. It's a new ruling that's been dropped by the judge in Shiloh's bankruptcy case. So, to do our due diligence, as we have been doing from the jump, we shall report on it. You know what I'm saying? We just keeping a record. So, we're going to go ahead and jump into that. Let's get busy. Y'all ready? Let's go. So we got us a new ruling on Shiloh's case, and we're gonna do half of it now, half of it in another video because it's a long read, and hey, might be a cliffhanger. You never know. But let's dive into this thing. Now we're gonna give y'all the full page so y'all can see it all. Y'all know how we get down, man. But let's get into it. Bankruptcy judge issues new ruling in case of Colorado football player Shilo Sanders. The ruling by the judge again addresses issues related to Shilo Sanders' NIL deals as the Colorado player tries to get out from his massive debt. And you know, our boy Brett, that's the only one we go to when they dropping these articles. We only get it from one source and one source only. We don't do over and over sources. You know what I'm saying? We don't do different sources. We only get it from one. And all of our stories have been from Brett. So if you want to check out the rest of everything we reported on, we got a live series of it. The tag is up there on our page. So go ahead. They all lined up for you, man. You know what I'm saying? But let's get started. Federal judge has issued another ruling in the bankruptcy case of Colorado football player Shilo Sanders, once again denying Sanders' attempt to fully dismiss a complaint from the former school security guard, whom Sanders still owes $11 million. This is the second time since June that the judge has ruled on the request by Sanders to dismiss one of the complaints filed by the former security guard, John Darjean. Hey, judge handled it in business. He said, hey, we ain't dismissing this thing. Let's get it popping. The first time, Judge Michael Romero dismissed some parts of Darjean's complaint, but allowed Darjean to amend those parts and try again. He did, leading Sanders' attorneys to ask the court to dismiss Darjean's amended complaint as well. But the judge did not grant Sanders' full request in his new ruling on Monday. As a result, much of Darjean's complaint in the case can proceed to trial as he tries to prevent Sanders from getting off the hook of his $11 million debt to him. Sanders is 24, filed for bankruptcy last October, and is the son of Colorado coach Deion Sanders. And we've been on it since October, since all of this stuff has started popping up on the mainstream, and our boy Brett been dropping these articles, and every time Brett drop an article, we get into it. You know what I'm saying? And he dropped this one last night, so this is fresh off the mountaintop, you know. So it ain't 4-5 days late. This just dropped last night around 10, 11 o'clock. So Darjean's sufficiently identified assets that were at one time owned by Sanders, but are no longer available to pay creditors because they are not listed in the schedules. The judge wrote in the ruling on Monday, as to those specific omitted assets, the court finds Darjean has sufficiently stated a claim under the law. So he's saying, the judge is saying that, hey, we found this stuff. This man said you was hiding this stuff, and he provided us proof. So now we got to put it back in the evidence, and we're going to continue on with the trial. Judge rules on Shilo Sanders' NIL issues. The ruling took on several issues raised by Darjean about Sanders' compensation from his name, image, and likeness deals, which is the NIL, and whatever Sanders had improperly concealed or admitted assets from them in the bankruptcy case. Darjean argued that deletion of these records can serve as a basis to deny Sanders a discharge of his debt. Under the law, debtors are not allowed to conceal or destroy records of their financial situation. So if somebody filed a lawsuit against you and you start moving stuff or changing stuff, that's illegal. You can't do that. Everything, the judge asks you to preserve all your records of all your financial statements and all the money you have made from this time period to this time period. And if you start deleting anything or trying to shift money around or change it into somebody else's name or just move it completely out of space, then they say, hey, you're trying to hide stuff. We can't have you doing that. So Darjean Assets asserts in the amended complaint that Sanders made certain social media posts about paid promotional appearances and displaying certain jewelry and other assets, which he later deleted, the judge wrote. The judge denied Sanders' attempt to dismiss this particular claim too. He noted that the trustee in the bankruptcy case previously asked Sanders to turn over some records but didn't produce them. According to the trustee, Sanders' attorney have said Sanders has cooperated. In this case, Sanders' businesses and income is derived from his NIL rights, the judge wrote. If Sanders does monetize his NIL rights through social media posts, as alleged by Darjean, those posts can be construed as business records. Thus, Darjean's allegations about deletions of social media posts may support his claim. The court will therefore deny Sanders' renewed motion to dismiss the claim to the extent it is the basis of the records in the trustee's motion for turnover in social media posts. Or in other words, they saying, look, where them social media posts go? Looks like something is missing here. So they pretty much have screenshotted all of Shiloh's social media posts. Then at a certain date, they probably went back to look, and those posts weren't there anymore. But they were able to show the judge, look, judge, this was here, this was here, this was here, and now they're all gone. Where did they go, and why were they removed? And the judge want to know, hey, we got to figure this out. But as you can see, what else did the ruling say and why this is happening? The judge officially granted in part and denied in part Sanders' motion to dismiss the renewed complaint by Darjean. But the judge only fully threw out one of Darjean's 5 remaining claims. So one of those claims are gone. And he accepted pieces of the other claims, not the whole claims, just partial. A request by Darjean to recover attorney fees from Sanders. The judge also dismissed part of one of Darjean's claims, which had alleged Sanders had fraudulently transferred his NIL rights or NIL compensation. The judge said there wasn't sufficient detail to sustain that part of the claim, but otherwise allowed Darjean's claims to proceed. Shilo Sanders filed for bankruptcy after Darjean attempted to collect on Sanders' $11 million debt to him stemming from an incident in 2015 when Shilo was in the ninth grade. So y'all see, this shit been going on for 10 years. And dude he just trying to get money. I'm gonna say it and I'm gonna say it again. Dude just been trying to get paper because it's Dion's son. And if you go back through the beginning of this case, he had a job that he should have never had. He was already physically enabled to do his job if any altercation would have came up. But the question is, if an altercation, if it wasn't Shilo in this altercation, if it was somebody else, would he be suing for this type of money? He was unfit for the job. He shouldn't have been on the job as it is because he was already previously injured, had back surgery, neck surgery, and all that other kind of stuff. So, and you let a 15-year-old whoop you, dog, and now you crying wolf. Darjean alleged that Shilo gave him permanent injuries after Sanders swung a roundhouse elbow into his upper chest when Darjean was trying to confiscate his phone at school. This man said this man hit him with one elbow in his chest. And now his whole life is screwed up. Darjean then sued Sanders for damages, but the case didn't go to trial until 2022. Sanders did not show up to defend himself at trial, but the court still heard evidence in the case and entered an $11 million default judgment against Sanders. And yet again, I say, you need to appeal this judgment, retry the case, let's go full board and go from there. Because only reason he got this judgment is because Shilo didn't show up in court, and Shilo was in college, so who knows if he received it or whatever. And his lawyers was already gone, because why keep lawyers on retainers when the case is not moving forward? What is Shilo Sanders hoping to achieve in this case? By filing for bankruptcy, Sanders is hoping to get the debt discharged so he can get a fresh start in life, free from oppressive burdens of his debt, according to Sanders' attorney. In response, Darjean is fighting to keep Sanders on the hook for the debt and has filed 2 complaints in bankruptcy court to prevent the discharge of it. One is the complaint that the judge ruled on Monday, which alleges that Sanders improperly concealed or omitted assets from the bankruptcy proceedings. The other complaint also remains pending and argues that the law prevents Sanders from discharging his debt because it stems from a willful and malicious injury. Sanders is a graduate student at Colorado and recently has been sidelined by a forearm injury. He is expected to return to the field for the Buffalo's next game on October 12th against Kansas State, where they are expected to take belt to ass. And that's the end of that. But this case has been going on for a while now. As you see, it's been going on since the original incident happened in 2015 when Shilo was only 15. The case has now taken on new legs because he got a judgment in 2022, which Shilo wasn't there. So the court gave Darjean a judgment of $11.89 million, and Shilo has filed bankruptcy to basically get the case retried. That's what I believe is trying to happen. He filed a bankruptcy to get the case retried and open back up so he can fight it. Because he didn't get a chance to fight it the first time because it wasn't in court. Dude just got a ruling, and that was it. But like I said, if it wasn't Shilo, would he be suing somebody else? You know what I'm saying? I don't think so. He just trying to get paid. Get paid, young. Get paid. But anyway, man, y'all know how we do. We gonna keep this thing popping. When the next report comes out, we gonna get on it. We gonna read it off, drop it down like we've done since day one. The playlist is there. If you are not caught up on this case, the Shilo bankruptcy case playlist is right there on my page. Should be probably the first or second playlist there. Go ahead, go through all those videos where you can start at the front of this case and work your way to the back. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. It's your boy Snacks. Y'all know how we get down. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. You know, we trying to get to 20K. That's all we doing. We working our way to 20K, milestone after milestone. We almost at 17K. So y'all come on, man. There's a bunch of y'all that watch these videos are not subscribed to my channel. I'd appreciate your subscription. Do your thing. But anyway, man, we gonna get out of here. Y'all have a good day. We got some more stuff dropping. I'm finna go drop my daughter off because she got an early morning meeting for, I think, prom or graduation or whatever the freak it is. Because she don't want to drive her truck. She's kind of drizzly and rainy out there today, so it's one of them days. She don't want to drive her truck. She just want to leave it parked in the garage. And I got to take mine outside and get it all there. But it is what it is, man. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good day. I'm out. Peace.